kids don't like us.
They already don't.
That's proven fact.
Yeah.
And tried and tested.
My whole youth. Yeah, my whole youth.
Welcome to the very first episode of Violence Buffet. You may recognize us as the voices of the world-famous Secret Underground Hideout, which is no more. But we're trying something different. And we're going to, every other week, we're going to watch a clip just chosen by one of the four of us. It's going to contain violence and gore and death and explosions and all that good stuff. And we're going to react and talk about it. And we're going to give it some ratings, a score at the end. And it's going to be fun.
Yay.
So the first inaugural episode is going to be clips from a movie that I didn't actually watch the entire way through, that I'm certain no one else here has seen, called The Devil's Sword, which is a 1983 Indonesian, it's a martial arts, sword and sorcery type movie with elements of horror, and I think there's going to be more laughing than gasps of disgust.
Yeah.
What's happening?
There's got to be someone that calls their genitals that, right?
Which word? Or
the devil's sword?
Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah. So if in case anyone's curious, I'll read the little synopsis on Google. So if it helps to make sense of what you're about to watch, because it's just a series of scenes, and it's in order in the movie, but it's.
Would you mind pulling it from Bing? Actually, I'm more of a Bing.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to.
Well,
Bing
enjoy your three-man show. So
Bing is sponsoring the podcast.
Oh, I wasn't aware. All right, we hit a big.
They have run out of options.
Big Bing. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Last resort.
They're sponsoring all the first episodes of every podcast they can find.
We heard this Joe Rogan's big. Let's get in on it.
Yeah. Hey, these guys like violence, just like Joe Rogan.
Yeah. They seem like idiots, like Joe Rogan.
A different kind.
They believe everything that's told to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it lies hidden in a secret cave inside Devil's Mountain, and everything evil will fight to the death for it. 4 warriors attack the keeper of the mountain and try to force him to hand over a map that will lead them to the sword.
Sounds fun.
Well, all right.
There you go. Yeah.
With a little violence along the way.
A lot of violence, as you're about to see.
Well, okay.
Now, are you going to pause it throughout, or are we just going to watch the whole thing?
We're just watching it.
Okay.
Yes. Take it all in at once. Drink it up.
Do you see the devil's sword throughout any of this?
I believe so. Yes.
Ooh.
The latter part. Yeah.
All right. Curious what it looks like.
All right. Everyone ready?
Better wow me, Indonesia.
I guess
right.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Looks like he's holding sausage links. Oh, that's too bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. This is fantastic.
This is supposed to be a serious movie too.
The sound effects are amazing.
The Rock immediately crushes a man to death.
My God. That slice was just a smear.
Uh-oh. That head's not staying on.
Yep.
Wow.
I like this one a lot.
Blood on the camera. I like it still makes a really loud sound as he's gently let onto the ground.
Oh, awesome.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
The old man.
He's a handsome man.
This is exactly like Jim Carrey's fantasy in Dumb and Dumber. The chef comes out.
Whoops.
Oh, man. Poor
Oh,
guy.
Mm.
I think he's finishing. Oh, yeah. He is full-on humping those gallows.
oh,
Crocodile man.
Yeah.
Obviously.
naturally.
Dare they stop the lovemaking?
What a terrible cage. Why can't they just get out the same way?
Yeah. It's not very deep.
Whee! That's for Scott.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, this leg.
It's delicious.
Concerned for it.
You should be.
Uh-oh.
I mean, fight, man. Like a little,
See
you can
some
move.
bone.
Move your leg.
Some soft bones.
He has a bad case of
Right the
meringue bone.
right in the kneecap. Custard bones, custard legs.
I'd like to think that if my leg was getting cut off, I'd be that calm.
Oh. I had heard of these crocodile men.
So they're land and sea.
Whoop.
Is it a
That
chainsaw?
wasn't in reverse.
Nice try.
They couldn't even really get a good spray going either. It just gurgles up a little. Wow. I wonder if he got that hat from the magic shop from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Over the ground. He's like, I might be alright.
I don't. She's just flying upside down.
Wow, straight in the head.
It's still going.
Whoops.
I like how gently everything gets thrown around in this movie.
I'd say gingerly.
Oh,
Ta-da!
It made like a little split sound.
why didn't any of the other guys try that?
Those rotary arms.
Jolly arms.
I think he just broke the light bulb in his eye. Whoopsie.
Thrice.
Oh,
I didn't know we had lasers in this cannon.
why was they doing that the whole
School
time?
keeps you roaring ready. Rock steady.
Pizza. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Desserts.
That's not supposed to be alive.
Why are there lasers from everybody all of a sudden?
Whee!
Oh no!
Oh,
That was
Did
real
we lose
fire.
him?
Did he slice him till he exploded?
Nice of them to hold it for him.
They're so scared their fingers don't work.
That's it.
Oh, wow.
Here you go, boys.
well, that's fun.
So that was scenes from The Devil's Sword.
That was
I would. I
fantastic.
might watch that whole movie.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
I 100%
Kevin,
would.
Mike,
Yeah.
would you?
It made me think of other movies, and I'm sure you are thinking of. You may be able to guess the movie I'm thinking of that we would watch back in the day. Yeah, William.
Crippled Masters?
Yeah.
Oh.
It made me like, oh, we should do a Crippled Masters episode.
Do you have it?
I do.
I don't
Do it
know. I don't think it's quite that extreme. So
Oh, it's not.
It's not that
Not at
much,
all.
yeah. I haven't seen Crippled Masters in a very long time, but
Still could be very funny, though.
Crippled Masters has an air of sadness about the whole movie.
Totally does.
So
Didn't we play it in the background during a Paco show at Ralph's once?
Yes, we did.
Yeah. People were just laughing during the set. They thought it was at us, or we thought it was at us, and it wasn't. It was at the movie.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, anyways, so what's the rating thing? What are we going to be talking about?
We have 5 categories for scoring. So they're all scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the
Okay.
best. So the first is how realistic did you find what you so how about
I can't count that high.
yeah you go around for the room and maybe start with Kevin. We'll go clockwise.
I mean, you saw me ducking, right? Like I thought
Yeah.
things were flying at me.
It's gonna
The
happen
only
to
thing that
you.
was realistic with those crocodile men's heads That was the only thing that was realistic
The
looking.
lasers were pretty spot on.
It's true,
I think, yeah,
because you can steer them in any direction you want just by
right.
holding your hand up. Yeah.
Right.
It's not realistic at all.
Yeah, no.
If anything, 2.
2. Okay.
Oh yeah,
so-
because when you get sliced with a blade, obviously you don't want to show any wounds. You just want to show it's just a smear of blood.
yeah.
That's not realistic.
This is a rating out of 10.
Yeah.
10's being the best.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
I mean, at
most
least
realistic.
what they got right was with all of these things, there'd be blood.
Yeah. So do you also give it a 2, Scott?
Yeah.
Michael?
And blood is red, so they got the color and everything too.
Well,
True.
it's a bit like vodka sauce, but
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Wait. Are we twosies all around?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm a twosie.
There's no
Oh,
regard
nice.
for physics in this movie.
That doesn't make it bad. That just
doesn't
makes
all,
it ridiculous. Yeah.
So, and then the next one, segue, Kevin, how ridiculous on a scale of 1 to 10 did you find this to be?
A solid 9.5.
Oh, going
It
half.
could be a little bit more ridiculous, but not too much.
They had a bigger budget.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If they had a bigger budget, it would just, I don't know. It would,
Or just put more
be
scenes
trying
of
to.
spread.
It'd probably look good.
It would look good, but I think that would take away from it, to be
I
honest with you.
mean, listen, we start off with like a floating rock.
Yeah.
We have crocodile men. We have lasers. We have some witch lady that puts herself back together, but then loses her head, and you just nailed it with the rock again.
Yep.
It's pretty ridiculous. I think every scene was more and more ridiculous. The guy, I don't know why the guy didn't try to just move his legs, and they were getting cut off.
Or well, it looks like there was already a wound, but also at the same time too, there was that one monster that looked like it was like a kindergarten kid's drawing come to life. Gets stabbed in the eyeball.
Yeah.
So,
I think.
what would you give it, Scott?
A 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
Michael?
10's gonna be hard because 10 is like the most ridiculous thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is up there among the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in my life. That's a 9 without question. Just leaving that space just in case something blows us away down the road.
Right. Exactly.
I also gave it a 9 based on that.
So I was the high bidder there. I was 9.5.
Yes.
Yeah.
How gratuitous did you find what you saw?
Like, I don't know. I
Like,
don't want to go first.
If you want to keep in mind, it's 83.
Well, I mean, it's. I think it's made to be gratuitous, but
Yeah.
if you're talking,
But I
in
also
the realm of. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, I just think that in I forgot what I was going to say. I interrupted Scott for nothing.
That's
What a
awesome.
prick.
Well, no, like if you were looking at this in the realm of kung fu horror, whatever this would be under, then pretty gratuitous. I mean, the violence is over the top and lots of it.
And like you said, it was like 83. You said
Yeah.
So, I
from
guess
Indonesia.
the rating would depend upon how you're viewing it. For a movie that's made to be super violent, not at all gratuitous. It fit right in.
Right.
But for the scheme of this kind of just regular movie, pretty gratuitous, I would say.
Yeah.
So what would be numerical? Numerically.
Either a 2 or like an 8. Like it depends.
Yeah. One or the other.
Do you want to split the difference and there would be a 4?
That's not how differences work.
Between a 2 and an 8? That's the middle.
Not for nothing.
It'd be 5.
It would be 5, yes.
Oh, 5. Whatever. Math.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott the
So
5.
would you give it a 5, Scott?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Over here.
Michael?
I would also I'd probably say 4 on it. It's the ridiculous, like, because of how ridiculous it is, it takes away from the intended gratuitousness. Because again, if they were aiming for something more realistic with that level of violence, like, imagine realistic blood and gore for cutting people in half and cutting people's heads off and all this silly shit, like, then it would be incredibly gratuitous. But because they didn't exactly pull it off, I don't know how intentional it was, but it makes it 4 to me.
So the one thing I think is the most gratuitous is their attempt at, just in this short clip, the attempt at wacky effects. Like there's a lot of reverse. There's a lot of like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
so it's just like, all right, we're gonna keep doing this until we get it right.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the last scene of this movie to probably get it all perfect. But I mean, I don't know. I'd give it a 5 when it comes to that. I mean, it's I don't know. Maybe we've been ruined by time. Maybe if we saw it back then, we'd be like, oh my god, this was blowing my mind. You know?
Yeah, I mean, if you go into it, say if you didn't know, if you go into it assuming it's going to be more of a straight ahead martial arts movie, you wouldn't expect to have what
or
you
a
saw.
rom-com.
Or rom-com, yeah.
It's like going into a story of Ricky going, oh, it's a movie about prison.
Yeah.
What would you give it, Billy?
I'm gonna go 4.5. Because it is, but at the same time, I felt they were sincere in their attempts to make a serious action movie. But just with time, it's all laughable. I mean, they reversed a shot of a guy backflipping. The double foot high five, like stuff like that was just weird.
But it made it funny.
Oh no, it definitely did.
Yeah,
definitely.
And how creative or unique just was everything you saw?
I thought it was very. That's my answer. Very.
Very?
No, it was obviously creative. I mean, it's obviously also extremely low budget, so they just did what they had to and what they could get away with. So I don't know. I mean, and also for the time, you know, I'm sure it was extremely unique back then.
I just have to say, floating boulder. The first kill that we saw was a boulder to tree.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Pretty good.
As he was laughing, holding 2 machetes.
Yeah,
right.
And just the music was like dun 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 on his way down.
Yeah. So I mean, I would say probably a 7 on that on the Spidoinkling.
Yeah, I think 7's pretty good. 7 or 8. I mean, it was creative for sure, definitely. I mean, not only that, but a wide variety of villains.
Oh yeah, a lot of. Well, the
Crocodile
guy in the blue was the guy in the blue. He was the main villain, I think, and he's like. I mean, it's weird. Like as I watched through to find the best scenes, there were 4. The woman who gets cut in half, that guy with the guillotine thing, and then there was a 4th guy. They were all bad guys in the same team, and they just end up fighting each other. I don't know why, but they do. And I think it's they all want to get the devil's sword. So
well, who doesn't?
Yeah, I gave it a 6 on that because I mean there were a lot of beheadings. But did anyone notice too when they're fighting the crocodile men on the boat and the boat operator throws a spear? It's clearly like someone with a string, just like making it look like someone was throwing. It was not a person.
I didn't notice that.
It was not a person whatsoever. I don't know why they couldn't just have a person go, whew, but they chose to have like a mannequin.
What does Michael give it?
Yeah, Mike, what do you got?
I throw a 7 at it, like the bulk of us. It was just there was some neat ideas. Some of it was executed very, very well because of how ridiculous the ideas, everything kind of matched up. But you know, everyone dies a different way, and a lot of people die. So you know, good on them for keeping it fresh.
I mean, someone was being strangled by a very long scarf and was thrown into a fire pit. So that's
true.
You don't see that in every movie.
Good point.
Most movies, but not every movie. You're
Right.
right.
I was trying to think the last time I saw it, and I think it was maybe You Got Mail. I think was the last time I saw that.
Schindler's List 3 times.
I never saw Schindler's List.
That was
3
good.
times.
That was a really good part.
Yeah, there's also a very nice extended saxophone solo scene in that movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. I have to add it to my list.
Careless Whisper.
It's Liam Nielsen. He's in the shower naked, just playing a saxophone.
Yeah, but not with his mouth.
Nope.
All right.
The last rating is for the quality of the special effects.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is where the points go down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I would probably give it a 2. I mean, it's, you know, they did what they could. They tried at least. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do a movie where a head flies off and then I can kick it into the rocks because I don't have good aim. So
I'm curious how they actually made the rock fly with him standing on it, like how they pulled that shot off too, because it looked pretty steady.
Pretty sure it was magic.
Rock, yeah. What?
Oh, he actually kicked it.
It was real.
The entire budget of the movie went to the rock because it's a real flying rock, and that's where the special effects.
That's right. We have this flying rock. What can we do? Let's make a movie.
But it's going to cost you $50 to rent it. Like that's our whole budget.
that actually gets top billing on the poster.
Yeah, Flying Rock.
I'm rocking.
2 sounds about right, though.
Yeah,
2 from Scott. Mike, what do you?
Yeah, 2. It
Two?
was it was the bare minimum in the sense that we understood the intent of every special effects shot, but that didn't make any of it especially well done.
Okay, so I'm going to take a moment to add everything up, and we'll get.
What did you give it
final
though?
score? Oh, I'm sorry. I give it a 3. I was feeling generous.
Get
Oh,
out
okay.
Just, I think because the amount of effects that they had to pull off in this movie, there was a lot.
Don't you mean
going on.
attempts of effects?
Yeah, well, it's about the quality. It just means there was a lot of bad quality effects.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
Quality, not quantity,
liked
Bill.
the despite
Right.
the softness of it, I like the legs cutting off scene was pretty gross. I mean, just the fact that he was cutting directly across the middle of the kneecaps
Hmm.
to me was like a little bit.
Well, that's the most tender part.
Is it? Let me
I
feel
don't know.
mine. Oh, they're soft. That's like an overcooked ravioli.
Ooh, the arson. Yeah.
I used to have a friend who
Don't
say this is
discover his body.
I don't know. It's one of my least favorite phrases of all time. A friend of mine had say this is his leg, and this is like the kneecap on it. Put it here so it looks a little more popping up. So he could just like grab it and make it go like way up and down.
No.
And it
My
really
kneecap used to pop
creeped
out
me
of
out.
place when I was younger.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Oh, whatever.
Oh,
I
that's
can
like
pop
worse.
it back in.
Worse than anything we saw on the show.
If it was in the movie, though, the special effects thing might have gone up a point.
That's
Well,
true.
it also, if it was in the movie, it would have looked completely fake and horrible.
Actually, put in an ad for someone with a moving kneecap.
That's true.
Can make it to Indonesia.
Yeah. You adding up the points? You all pointed
I
up?
am adding the points. So it's on a the lowest score possible would be a 0. The highest would be 250 because he can.
I don't believe a low score is a 0 because we're rating on a scale of 1 to 10. The lowest score is a 5.
Oh,
Screw you.
Oh,
You
okay.
can give it a 0.
All right.
Oh,
I'm
fine.
the-
A 5.
I'm
We
the
can
rule
say
master.
0? I wouldn't,
Asshole.
I don't know. Asshole.
Okay, fine. A 5 to a 250. This one, I got a total of 90.
that's
So
fine.
So, wasn't like so
it was the ridiculous
asked-
was the big one.
Yeah.
now you asked about like, at the beginning, like, would we all check this movie out?
I would.
Yeah, would you
Yeah.
all check it out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I would.
would.
Can we bring Secret Underground Hideout back so we
Yeah.
can just
Break
do
it down
that?
scene by scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Excuse me,
very
it was-
special.
It was a 5 to a 200, not 250. I screwed that up.
Oh my god, you fuck
It's
everything.
the first episode. It's the
Jesus
first episode.
Christ.
No
Doesn't
one's
matter.
People that were tuning in were just like, this guy
Yeah.
can't even math.
That means me.
Gone.
They came in here looking for hardcore math.
That's right.
And
We're
I
talking
failed
addition. We're
immediately.
talking subtraction. We're talking PEMDAS. They're looking for it. They're not getting it.
No, I'm
I have
sorry.
no idea what that last thing you said was.
Yeah, well, me either. I just was like, sure.
Pen ass, it sounded like to me.
Pen ass or
but-
pen
No,
PEMDAS?
there's parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. That was the thing that you did to.
Not you did
Maybe
it. I didn't-
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use calculator.
What I did was lie my way through high school. That's what I did.
Yeah, exactly.
So just a couple of follow questions. Besides, would you watch or not? Did you have if you can remember? I know it happened so fast. Do you have a favorite scene and weapon, if applicable, that you are of everything that you saw?
For me, this is something that I definitely learned, and it kind of went by quick, but I really enjoyed the throwing the hat on the guy, then pulling the hat, which also pulls
That
his head
was-
off.
Yeah.
It just made me think like someone better not remove my hat quickly because I'm done.
The guy with the clearly fake bald head, by the way.
Well,
Very smooth.
I have a real one.
No.
I like the guy on the picnic table only because he just kind of died for a long time on top of the picnic table.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he died from like it looked like his arm got cut off.
You got stabbed in the stump.
Yeah, he got his hand cut off, and I think he got stabbed through the table into his gut area.
But then he just kind of humped the table a little bit for like a minute,
A little bit.
a lot of it.
He was
Finished.
enthusiastic about that. Michael?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it was no. Honestly, that first scene that was
Rock?
unbeatable.
Rock,
You
yeah.
had the flying rock crashing into the dude. You had him just fucking
With the
circling and
UFO
spinning
sound
all around.
effects.
Yeah, and then he prayed.
Concern?
And don't forget, he appeared out of an explosion, too.
Yeah,
before he got on the rock. So
As you do.
yeah,
I also want to point out that the crocodile, were they crocodile people or
crocodile man people. Yeah,
so how do they pop out of the ground? I can understand them popping out of the water.
I think he summoned them. He was sitting down praying. I think he summoned them because they're evil and he's evil. Ooh. I believe the whole thing is the one at the end with the scarf. It's like the crocodile queen, and so she needs the devil's sword.
This is why we need to watch this movie.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, to get a better understanding. I honestly think if you watch it, it's not going to help.
Maybe not. I want to know the
We have the
lore.
Wikipedia page open the whole time.
I need to know what's canon in this movie and what's not.
Nothing.
Can't-
Nothing.
That's what I'm concerned with.
It's a trilogy, a devil's sword trilogy.
How faithful is it to the book?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I go
whole
the
flying
Russian right
rock.
away.
Yeah, the whole flying rock is the first whole complete picture.
It just goes woo 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 woo.
Ha 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 ha. 2 machetes.
The rock flies through the air with him on it.
Laughing maniacally.
Picture, if you will.
Yeah.
I just thought I had to go back to it. There was the gentleman in black who was a little more overweight who got sliced across the stomach and it caused him to float slowly into the air and then slowly
Straight
float
up.
back down.
Straight up.
I like he was kicking. Why?
So we
Maybe
just
he's got
watched
a
a movie
chance.
for a movie for Black and White Fright that had some of the worst marionette puppetry
Attack
that
of the
we've
Puppet
ever
People.
seen. I think this may have outdone it.
There was a guy in a tree who was actually
Yes.
doing
Yes.
that.
Yeah. They were large marionettes.
Even in the grand scheme of this movie, it doesn't make sense. It cuts everyone else. They just spin once and then fall down. This guy floats for some reason before
Slowly.
dying. Very slowly.
And then falls slowly and then makes a sound like he was just hit by a train. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they probably did it normally, and then the director's like, more floating.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're 5 seconds short on this runtime. We need to slow down all the floating, all right?
And we're going to do your jump 3 times for no reason. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about clapping your feet together? Twice? I don't care. Do it again. Do it anyways.
The only other thing I could think of to ask, this may not work for this movie. Did anything upset you, or do you think it would have upset you if you watched this when you were younger? Like when you're younger, you see certain things and they could have traumatized you. It's mainly a Mike question, I think. But
I was
would
much
have
more sheltered than Mike. What are you talking about? Jesus.
I would have very much enjoyed it as a child. Actually, it is so cartoonish, and the blood is so barely even there that it's like a degree away from Power Rangers.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So it's a no all around, no upset, all
No.
yay.
Yeah, no, not upset.
upset.
I was pleased.
I'd be upset that it was over eventually. Then I would have oh man, I have to rewind this tape because it's on tape. I was watching it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I imagine
That is
this
not
probably
digitized.
this probably would have been available in some video stores back in the day.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm certain of it.
That one that we used to go to on Highland Street that we would get weird stuff from. I'm sure they probably had it back
Starship
then.
video.
No, we went to one. It was upstairs in an apartment.
Oh, right.
That's where we got gore horror from. That's where we got gore horror
yeah,
from.
the concave chest.
Yep, I have that movie on my Plex, by the way.
Oh, I'm not
Oh my
gonna.
god, we should do an episode on that.
If you want to go through that and get the scenes, you go right ahead.
All right, but we can't play it. We wouldn't be able to show it on YouTube because it's all nudity.
I don't have the ability to pixelate.
Pixelate. Yeah.
things
All right,
and
forget it.
have
Forget it.
around.
There's so much nudity on YouTube. Are you kidding?
There actually is. Yeah, you can I think you just put the disclaimer. It's 18 plus.
Doesn't matter.
You'd be okay.
You do what you want.
This
Well,
actually.
the thing is too is someone would have to actually watch it to report it.
I'm telling you right now, some of my choices probably gonna have nudity in them.
Mine too.
Oh,
This is on Netflix, by the. I mean, not Netflix. This is on,
Jesus Christ!
on
I was like,
YouTube.
what the hell?
We got picked up already.
Yeah.
yeah, we're trending. No, the movie is on YouTube. I mean, it's on my Plex too. If you care to watch it through there, but I got it from YouTube, so it's out there. Anyone watching this or listening, you can find it there too.
Yeah. Or you could just leave a link to it in the description on YouTube.
Shut up. That's too
All
easy.
right. Sure enough.
Oh my god!
So
Yeah.
I guess how
like a
often
minute.
is this show gonna be?
Every other week, like we used to do.
Okay.
Bi-weekly. Is that okay?
No, it's fine. I'm so that people watch it.
Annually.
Yeah.
It wasn't for my own edification. It was purely for the people.
Sure. Selfish Scott.
Selfish indeed.
Selfish, not selfish.
So that's that, right? Do you want to give a rundown? You want to give a little recap? You want to give where people can find us or whatever?
Well, this is going to be. I already set up. It's going to be on Anchor FM. This is where it's going to. So it means it's going to be on Spotify. I'm going to get it going on. You can connect it to all the usual platforms. So keep an eye out for that. And this will PBS Kids actually.
Oh,
okay.
And YouTube.
Is there going to be a Instagram where people can go to follow or anything?
Probably.
It's going to be a new subscription model where you just host it on your Plex and people have to request an invite.
Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
Your computer just
share it with them.
It's at a crawl because there's so many people streaming this.
Oh yeah. We're gonna people will be coming in droves to watch this.
On the computer.
Internet's fucked.
You're so popular, it took down the whole network.
That's right.
Yeah.
My wife's pissed. My son can't watch his shows.
Wow.
He can't watch his
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I gotta chop down my internet tree.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right. So I think Kevin had something prepared for next time, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah. I just have to trim it down a bit. Do you want me to say what it's going to be?
Only if you want to. If you want to leave it.
Well, I mean, this way it'll be a surprise. Okay. I mean, I know I've already talked a little bit about it to Scott, but
I forgot. I think you may have mentioned.
Okay.
I've already forgotten.
All right, fine. We'll leave it a surprise then.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's very gory. I'm just letting you know, Michael. It's gory.
That's the purpose of the show.
Got some blood.
Cool.
I have Mike and I used to do something called Scared Shitless, where we would at first share clips with each other that traumatized us as kids, and then after a while, I just shared clips with him. And we did The Fly at one point. So I'm like, I can bring back The Fly again, and he was not happy about that.
No,
man, The Fly is a nightmare.
But it will only be the best parts.
That's true.
yeah, which is all the parts that you hated.
Ear falling off in coffee.
The arm wrestling scene.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna like next week or next episode. I'm just saying.
Is it The Fly 2?
No. It's not. It's
Fly 3.
It's not a low budget movie, but it's a lower budget movie, and it's more recent, like the last few years. My whole take on this is I want to get some of like the newer movies that people may not know about, like that more independent stuff. Those would be a lot of my picks because I want people to watch them.
I think I'm going to be like 80s man. Scott mentioned he's going to be like 70s exploitation style stuff.
Probably.
Mike is
maybe not everything, but
Mike is culturally illiterate, so he's just watching.
Every movie he's going to do is going to be a Kirk Cameron joint.
Cam Fam.
I've seen 10 movies, and like half of them are Back to the Future.
I've seen 10 movies. Like it's literally one movie 10 times.
Just Back to the Future. It just seems as they're fighting.
Get your damn hands off her.
It's just that again.
How realistic was it, guys?
And then I don't know. In this scene, they're driving kind of fast. So.
Yeah.
That's Kevin's. If it's in the rain driving fast,
Shut the
Kevin's
fuck
thing.
up.
See, look at how upset he gets.
Wow.
Especially if it's
You want to
black.
promote the other show?
Yeah, we do. Kevin, Scott, and I do Black and White Fright. Available at blackandwhitefright.com. We every other Friday, you can hear us talking about one whole black and white horror movie. Sometimes classic, sometimes crap, sometimes in between.
Yeah.
Often featuring Bela Lugosi or Boris Karloff because they run a lot of movies at that time.
Yeah.
Boy, they were.
So yeah, that's additional horror fun to check out. Please.
Yeah.
And Kevin, you do something else.
I do. I do a show live Tuesday nights on Facebook and YouTube at Wicked Horror Show on both of those platforms. And it's just an hour-long show, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we talk horror with directors, actors, actresses, producers, people that do like
baristas.
film scoring. Yeah. We had a guy rip a tooth out last night. It was pretty fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
He could do it automatically. Like it's an implant kind of thing that he can remove, and he did it. Like, and one of the guys in the chat room was just like,
trick.
"That's gross. Put it back in." Like he didn't enjoy it.
Oh.
But it was.
It's a lot different than what I thought, which was that like a guy just removed an existing tooth. But
I was like, I was going to tune in.
No, don't.
On that.
Yeah, don't do it. But anyways, yeah. So go check that out if you care, and that's about that.
Yeah, and go find this movie and watch it if you want to be even more confused.
Yes.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.